Hello, YouTube. Silver Skull Gamer, back from a break that was too long indeed. Um, Kind of left everybody hanging for a while, so I've managed to pull away from the electronic entertainment for a day so far, or actually 2 days, and get back to what I actually a productive hobby that actually gives me some tangible results. So you can see the cluttered work area before you. Here we've got the. Let's move the camera around here. Excuse the shaky cam here. All right, so over here we've got the remainder of the old school, like third edition Legion of the Damned. Um, Gonna start on those guys with the test piece there. Gonna follow pretty much the same formula, except that I'm going to try to wet blend the fire with only two, maybe three colors. So that's gonna be interesting. And then once I get them to this level, I will varnish them, gloss varnish, and then try probably a watered down sepia wash on the bone. Um, we'll see how that goes when we get there. In the foreground, let's see if we can do this here. Still using a Microsoft Life Cam webcam taped to various objects for my camera setup. Alright, so here we've got some Death Company, well, Kit Bash Death Company. I wanted to get the most for my money. So basically I bought 3 Death Company boxes, 3 Assault Squad boxes, mix and match the pieces. I figure you get twice as many Death Company with still enough Death Company bits on each piece to, make them obviously Death Company. So these guys are getting base coated. Red. Painting red sucks about as much as painting yellow with your, yeah, it just does. I know old Lester Bursley, said that if you really want to advance your painting, stop priming everything black. But when you're painting black models, it just makes sense. But then when you go back over a black primer and you start trying to paint red, um, it kind of sucks. So still fighting with that. And then we scan over here. Let's move this up. Can you see that? Yeah, seeing both of them there. So I've got a kind of spoiling a surprise if he sees this, but that is a Dreadnought Death Company with venerable bits mixed in to get the 4 smoke stacks, because that's awesome. And I figured, Death Company Dreads probably it deserves 4 smoke stacks because that's awesome. It just adds a little extra. And then we've got my Silver Skulls Venerable over there. And what I'm trying out is Vallejo Liquid Gold. Everybody else has probably been using it. Well, not everybody, but some folks have been using it for a while. And I bought some, ordered some. I figured I'd start trying it out. It's alcohol based. Don't use your good brushes that you use with your acrylic, water-based acrylics. Use different brushes. Um, One, because it's true metallic. Like the stuff will actually rust. That's why it's alcohol based. Um, and you're going to use alcohol to clean your brushes. So use different brushes for those, cheaper brushes or just different ones. But so far it's pretty good. Because it's alcohol based, to me it seems to dry pretty quick. So you've got to keep kind of dipping your brush in the alcohol and then you know re-wetting the paint because it dries pretty quick because it's alcohol based and it is fumy. So turn on a fan, open a window, because you're going to be huffing some fumes. Um, and then we'll been using it a lot on this guy. I don't know if he's going to go in focus. So we got a chaplain here, which at this point, he could still be painted either, um, Blood Angels, Death Company, or Silver Skulls. Not too sure, but the gold is gold. I mean, it is clearly gold. So far, I've only used the 791, which is just straight gold, and then I've still got over here the old gold, which I assume is going to be a little darker. The silver, haven't even used that yet, and red gold, which I think is going to be more like a bright brass kind of color, maybe, or yeah, brass. So I've got all this stuff. I gotta start. I'm tired of having unfinished stuff just laying around forever, so I'm just gonna start painting, and yeah. So I just want to let you guys know that I have picked a brush back up, um, and want to get a bunch of stuff done. Let's move the camera back. I don't know how long this is going to take, but because I am going out of town over the holidays, so that's going to kill some of my off time, but painting time. But yeah, so I got that awesome display board. It's one of my last videos I think I put up, and I need stuff to put on it. So that is, of course, it's still Silver Skulls themed. So like I've had these dread bodies, base coated for the longest time. This guy's got a little more done. He's actually got like the wires and stuff painted. So I need stuff to put on the board, fill it up. So hoping on getting this Death Company, the dreads finished, at least presentable. The main thing was getting the weapons. I need to get the actual dread weapons, which are all over here. You can see I got a lot of the Venerable set stuff over here. Oh, and I think I've shown you guys this before. Let me see if we can. But the chrome paint, Vallejo Air's got steel. Well, there's gunmetal, like black metal, gunmetal, steel, aluminum, and chrome. And honestly, it's really hard to tell the difference between steel, aluminum, and chrome. This is, you can see there's a little airbrush shading. Did the gunmetal and then highlighted with steel on this, so it's kind of pre-shaded or just airbrush shaded. I think it turns out pretty well. But if you want to get really bright, I'll show the contrast here, is you undercoat a piece of white and then spray it chrome, and it really stands out. So the helmet, as you can see, is a lot brighter. But if you just spray chrome over steel, let me find one of these guys over here. I'm also working on my what are they called? The captains or the masters of the watch or whatever, the old metal guys, the 4 metal unique captains in this old veteran set. This guy has been painted steel, and then I tried to spray chrome right over it for some highlights, but you just really, I don't know, you really can't see it. So, yeah. And these were undercoated black, by the way. But what I'm going to do is, I think one thing I've been screwing up for a long time is not using gloss varnish and then using washes or inks, because when you, my experience, if you base coat and then you ink or wash, it doesn't flow over the model. So you'll get, the pigment will like stick in places that you're like, why won't it flow into the crevices? It'll actually stick on the flat areas. I know a lot of you guys already know that, but I've just never done it. So on these guys, I'm going to gloss varnish them and then wash them and try to get a better look. Because these are veterans, I want them to be a little brighter. So I have painted them with a straight base coat of steel, unlike my regular Silver Skulls, which are gunmetal and then highlighted with steel. So these guys are straight steel base coat, and then I'll wash them, and so they'll stand out. They'll be extra bright because they're first company veterans. So the only thing that's vexing me is they all have tabards and cloths, and all the captains have robes. So that's going to be interesting. Let me show you. This is probably the coolest guy right here. The double-headed power axe, and he's got a big storm shield he holds. And I've got the Max Mini Skull Tribe heads that'll go on these captains. But looking forward to painting these guys. There's so much detail, and I know I'm not the greatest painter, but still they look pretty good, because these Vanguard vets that I still haven't finished basing, they look good with all the little extra bits to paint. So I'm alive and still recording. Oh, yep. Actually, I haven't gone that long. We're at like 12 minutes. So just a little update. Hopefully, you'll see more from me. Maybe not until after New Year's, just because of the holidays. But hopefully, you'll be seeing more from me soon. And I'm gonna start finishing some stuff and playing less video games. And if you are interested in what I've been doing, if you check out channel, I'll try to put a link on this video after I edit it. Maybe I'll put one of those little notations or whatever. If you are interested to see what I have been doing, is at 66 Gamer. That's 66 Gamer. It's a channel I created to post video PC gaming stuff. So that's where my time's been going. Just got into a phase where it's kind of burned out, and I had to do something different for a while. But now I'm like, man, I got too much sitting around, too much money sitting around, in these models. So let's just start painting them. All right, guys. So just a quick video update what I've been doing, and hopefully I'll have more for you soon-ish. All right. Bye, guys.